Welcome to Simulate 2016. This year we've got another great host of features that we're really excited to share with you. One of these features that I've really been enjoying developing are the tabs on the simulation window. What's so cool about these is that you can show dialogues, spreadsheets, custom reports, HTML pages, and your actual simulation all within the main simulation window. Now, this is great because it allows you to create a custom user interface that you can share with your users, with your stakeholders, and even if they're not sim aware, they'll still be able to put inputs into the simulation, run it, and see the results, all within the one window.
Here is a pre-built simulation. We want to share the simulation with our colleagues, but as they're not familiar with Simulate, we want to create a user interface which allows them to easily navigate the key parts of the simulation. This includes the data inputs, the simulation itself, results, and different scenarios. We can do this using the new Tabs feature of Simulate 2016, which is located on the Insert tab on the far right-hand side. Adding tabs to your simulation is easy, and you can add as many as you want. To add a tab, simply click New, and a new tab will appear in the list box on the left-hand side. You can rename your tab by entering text in the name box. Once you have named your tab, you must then associate the tab with the Simulate feature you want to display. In this case, let's choose Simulation, which will display the entire simulation window. You can use a tab to display any Simulate dialog, the simulation window where your simulation is built, a custom report, or any Simulate spreadsheet. The first tab we have created is the Simulation tab, so users can navigate back to the simulation. You can see this has now appeared in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Now let's repeat those steps, but this time add a Data Inputs tab. We will rename the tab Data Inputs, and know that this is stored in a spreadsheet. So let's connect this tab to the correct spreadsheet using this drop-down. You can also change the order of your tabs. We want to create a wizard for experienced users, so I want the data input to be at the top. You can now see that the Data Input tab has appeared in the top left of the simulation window, and users can now navigate quickly to this and change parameters in the spreadsheet. You can click between the tabs to view the spreadsheet and the simulation window. Now let's give users quick access to the simulation results. Let's add a third tab and call it Results. With this, you can either display a custom report or a spreadsheet. In this case, our results are in a spreadsheet. Again, we must use the drop-down to select the correct spreadsheet from the drop-down list. This Results tab is now on the left-hand side, giving users quick and easy access to the simulation results. Like before, we can now navigate smoothly between the tabs. Users can also scroll in the spreadsheet if there is a larger spreadsheet to display. Finally, we want to give users the ability to test scenarios quickly, so let's add a Scenarios tab that lets users control the number of winding stations in this simulation. We've already constructed a simple Simulate dialog called Winding that controls the simulation logic to do this. Another great addition to Simulate 2016 is that we can now control the appearance of Simulate dialogs through HTML. Once you have created your dialog selection controls, there is an option on the bottom right-hand side of the dialog to apply HTML content. Before selecting this option, you must first create an HTML file to control the formatting and the data in the simulation. You can find detailed instructions on how to do this in the Simulate help files. Once you've created your HTML file, check the HTML content box and navigate to the correct file. This dialog would now display as it would in a web browser. Now we need to connect this dialog to a tab so it can be displayed in the simulation window. Navigate back to the Tabs menu on the ribbon. Let's call the fourth tab Scenarios. This time we'll select the dialog option and then select the correct dialog from the drop-down list. Once we hit OK, we'll see that a new tab has appeared. We can now select this tab and the HTML content of the dialog appears in the simulation window. We've connected the HTML to a Simulate global variable so users can change the number of winding stations. Let's increase this number of stations to 6. Once we leave the dialog, the logic is triggered. Back in the simulation, we can now see that the number of winding stations has increased to 6. If we go back to our Scenarios tab and enter 4, the simulation automatically updates the number of winding stations. We hope that you've enjoyed this quick introduction on how to use Simulate tabs in HTML dialogues. It's a fantastic feature set that allows you to create beautiful user interfaces quickly, which is important when you are sharing your simulation amongst colleagues or customers. We're really looking forward to seeing what wonderful creations our users come up with when including these features in their new simulations.